First of all, I want to open up this video saying RIP to a fellow Chicagoan, Juice WRLD. Alright, my favorite song by him was Black and White. Definitely invest your time into listening to that song. The name of this video is called Watch What You Wish. Why do you need to watch what you wish? Because the word is a very important, potent part of life. I'm going to open this video with a story, very important. When I was in jail the last time, I interacted with a young man by the name of Hollywood. I don't know his real name. I don't care to know his real name. But Hollywood was in jail for a domestic violence situation. All right? Hollywood was the weed man. He had the Perkies, the Zans as well. Okay, cool cat from New York. I was in Cook County at the time. The thing about Hollywood that made him different was he didn't watch what he wished. He told me that he prayed and he went to the Most High multiple times to lose a specific amount of weight that he had. Hollywood was well over 300 pounds. And when someone says well over 300 pounds, that could be 350, 60. He could have been 500, 600 pounds. We're going to go into the mental frame of saying that he was possibly, mid 400 pounds, because that's what I perceived. Hollywood appeared to be, he was a tall guy. He was probably about 6'1", 6'2", no taller than 6'3", and about 210, 215, 220 pounds. But he kept reiterating the statement, my fat self. My fat self. I'm fat, is what he kept saying to himself around us in jail. And someone eventually asked him, Hollywood, why do you keep saying that you're fat? And he said, I got shot and then I got in a car accident about 6 months apart. At some point, I was well over 300 pounds. And, a bullet in a really bad car accident will take all that weight off you, is what he said. But he still had the mind of someone who was overweight. He still had the tendencies. He would still wake up in the middle of the night and wake some of the guys up and wake me up and ask me if I had a dinner snack or a Kool-Aid or a Snickers bar or you understand me, something that was going to curb, his cravings, because in his mind, he was still overweight. And he broke that down to me. One day, he came to me, with questions about the scripture. And after I clearly communicated to him that I had no way to help him, he opened up to me. Hollywood opened up to me. And he told me how he used to, not be able to breathe. How he thought he was infertile because of how overweight he was, and he had a child, and he really wanted to lose this weight to be able to keep up with his daughter, and for his daughter to be able to, enjoy his own energy, which is what a real parent is supposed to do. And he went on to tell me about all the failed efforts that he made to take the weight off of his body, and he dropped to his knees one day and prayed to the Most High. He went to the entity that he believed was God and asked and bargained and made all these deals and tried to appeal to the entity that he perceived was God. And what happened? He got shot. Not of his own actions, because of the company that he kept. He got in a car accident, not because he was driving. You know those situations. The driver never gets hurt. The passengers get hurt with it. The driver gets away with a scratch. But no, he was mangled and tangled and was in the hospital both times for more than a little bit of time. And eventually, he lost he didn't tell me exactly how many pounds that he was relieved of, but he got the body that he always wanted. Now, was he cut up? Was he swole? No, he was neither of those things. But he was not someone who was, to the eye, you get what I'm saying, morbidly obese. But in his mind, he was morbidly obese. In his mind, he woke up in the middle of the night and asked me if I had 2 packs of Kool-Aid. In his mind, he woke up and asked me if I had a couple packs of jelly. In his mind, he was already programmed to ask me, if I had a dinner snack or something like that. In his mind, he asked me if I had a Snicker that I could sell him for $3 when a Snicker is only $1.20. So I say that to say this: don't pray for the money, pray for the opportunity. If you're going to pray, don't manifest the tangible, manifest the intangible. Manifest things that you can't touch, the things that cannot be taken away, because your mind is what is going to keep you here. Your mind and your physical brain is what is going to make you successful. Your habits, your patterns. You can get all the liposuctions and breast reductions that you want, but where is your mind? You might be bossy in some respects. You might be flossy in some respects. You might get your teeth fixed. You might be able to mix and fix this, but at the same time, baby, where is your mind? Now, do you think that this brother wanted to be penetrated with a bullet? AKA shot? I think not. Do you think this man wanted to be mangled and tangled in this rubbish? No. It didn't mean anything to him. And this was about a year ago. And like I said, he was about 6. We'll put him at 1.59, okay? Not quite 6'3", not quite 6'1". Do you think that man is the same weight that I met him at? Do you think that? Now, hopefully, he is, for the sake of not only him, but his daughter, his loved ones, anyone that is going to be affected by his life. But look at what this car accident and what this gunshot did to his mind. After he got in these couple of accidents, He obtained and maintained a job as security. He, like a lot of people, was able to capitalize off of the abuse that he did to his body, the abuse that he allowed in his life, all the stress, all the negativity that he invited and accepted into his life. And he let that badge, that temporary badge, go to his head. And he brought that same frustration that he brought from his past that he was supposed to channel into his job, and he let that affect his household. And now what? He was in jail with me on some goofiness. He let all the bullies, all the joning, all the janking, all the roasting, all the getting flamed up, all the getting cooked, all the getting fried. Everybody called him fat, 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 fat. You fat this, you fat. And he was a dark brother too. Fat, 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 dark, 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 fat, 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 nappy, 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 big lip. All that went to him. You think that was, and then he got in a car accident and got shot, and he had no reason to get shot, according to him. Let's say he had no reason to get shot. Let's go with his story. No reason to get shot. It was an accident. Right. And he's not from Chicago. And he just moved to Chicago from New York. All of that build up. Then you wake up one day and you have the exact body. He was probably looking in the mirror like I do every day. Ooh, I'm looking good. I got a little chest. I got these little arms. I got this little ooh. I got the little ooh. And I'm a black little fine, you know what I'm saying? All of that going to your head at once, and you didn't have to work for it, and you didn't have to read books, and you didn't have to overcome any adversity. No, you don't want what you want overnight. Work for it. It'll taste better. It'll smell better. It'll feel better. No, you don't want what you think you want overnight. It takes dedication, plus time, and patience. Just like Nip said, R.I.P. Nipsey Hussle. It takes time, dedication, patience, knowledge. The definition of knowledge is love in action with intention. The right amount of knowledge. Restoration. Now, if he wanted to restore himself, if he wanted to upgrade himself, that's a whole different energy. That's creative energy right there. But no, you don't want what you want overnight. Stop saying that. Stop doing money rituals. Do opportunity attraction ceremonies, rituals, and spells. You need to tell the universe that you are willing to get rid of these unhealthy habits and replace them with more positive habits that are going to be conducive to your growth. You don't want to win the lottery. I'm going to give you 2 reasons off top why you're not manifesting what you want to manifest. Number 1 is because you have no idea what this is going to do to you and for you. You don't know yourself. You think you want $1 million, and $1 million is 2019, about to be 20. $1 million is not that much money. $1 million is especially if you have kids, that's not that much money, bro. Be real with yourself. Sit down and actually realize that $1 million is not going to do what you need to. You need $1 million just for one kid over the span of 15 years per kid to be comfortable. So if you want to live extra super comfortable and be on a vegan diet, vegetarian diet, and be able to reward them for everything that they do, and reward yourself, and reward your mate, and have a pet, and drive a car that's not going to break down on you every 3 months, you need much more than $1 million. So stop playing. $1 million is like $1,000 to somebody that lives in Arizona or New York, especially in the West world, bro. $1 million is come on, bro. We gotta shoot past that. $1 million skills, $1 million marketability is what you want, not $1 million. Okay? So first, you definitely need to get that out your head. Secondly, you need that discipline. That discipline, which is what I'm working on right now. Having the discipline to write slowly 1 to 1,000 every day. Doing slow push-ups. Doing slow sit-ups. The significance of that is building that deep muscle, that deep core, that deep glutes, the deep pecs. Doing your push-ups slow. Volume is important, but doing that slow. When you do your squats, do them slow. When you bring it back up, hold that for as long as you can. Bring it back down. Slow. And I'm not a workout coach or anything like that. But it just feels better like that. It's just more effective like that. Okay? I'm not a strength trainer or anything like that. But knowing that you have to have, just like Nip said, dedication, hard work, plus patience. That knowledge, the intention, the love, the encouragement. Okay? It's not about you manifesting what you want. It's about manifesting what you need, which is much more important, bro. Not manifesting out of scarcity. Stop. So, the universe is protecting you from what you are trying to manifest, because the universe knows that if you get this, you are not going to be able to handle it, because you don't have the knowledge, because you don't have the love, the environment, the appreciation, and you're not ready. And you're not going to share it with anybody. And you're not going to pass your knowledge on to anybody. And you're going to end up hurting other people. So that needs to be clear. And you don't have the why. And a lot of things. And if you want more information on why your stuff is not working, go to that. But there needs to be a muscle. It takes a muscle. Everything is about muscles. Muscles and network. Most important things in life. The muscle. With great power comes great responsibilities. When you awaken these powers inside yourself, you're automatically opening yourself up for negativity. So everything, just like Flight Boss said, everything that you want is going to come at a consequence. Whatever you awaken, there's going to be you're with every level that you awaken yourself at, there are entities, people, tangible people, and entities on other planes that are being alerted that you have come to this level, and they're willing and ready to take that from you. There are beings that have been asleep for thousands of years, waiting on you to awaken your stuff to take it from you. And if you don't believe that, you're a weirdo. Okay? It's just like Dragon Ball Super. And they might be friends and they might be foes. Think about it like this. Let's say you've been asleep this whole time, and you stimulated every chakra that you have, with the exception of your throat chakra. And there's a throat chakra god sleeping on Mercury somewhere, and you finally awaken that. that chakra, you finally stimulated, it's finally spinning. There is somebody, an entity, whatever, that has been waiting for thousands of years for you to stimulate this so they could take it from you, just like the Dragon Balls, bro. Just like the Dragon Balls. Now that you've awakened this power, you got to defend. Everything that is worth having has to be defended. And that's all I want to say, man. It's Aaron Moses. Life is in the breath. You're beautiful. I'm beautiful. And I want you to realize your own beauty through this knowledge. That's it. Life is in the breath. I'm the bang, you the bang, we the bang together. You already know I'm trying to get that following like King Solomon, so make sure that you like, share, comment, and subscribe. Peace.